Okay, so apologize ahead of time if this video is a little bit shaky. I'm going to be moving the camera around some to show you a couple of different things about doing your actual timeline, creating it. All right, so just as a reminder, this is the data table that you're going to be working with. All right, you'll have this sheet. You have a formula up here. That formula is to do the starting time minus the end time, okay, and then divide by 50. All right. So the starting time of this one is 1.8. So this one started 65 million years ago. It ended 1.8 million years ago. Again, it is easier for you to work this data if you start at the bottom and go up, because the Hadeans started 4,500 million years ago. It ended 3,800 million years ago. So do that math. Okay, 4,500, and just, do it on your calculator, minus 3,800 equals 700. Now, 700 million years divided by 50, so divide your answer by 50, and that tells you that the Hadean period lasted 14 centimeters. All right, and then next you would do the Archean. Okay, the Archean started 3,800 million years ago. It ended 2,500 million years ago. That means it lasted 1,300 million years. Divide that by 50, and that means that the Archean period lasted 26 centimeters. Okay, now those centimeters are what you're looking for to create your timeline. All right, I'm fixing to move the camera, so bear with me. It's going to get a little shaky. All right, so these are two examples of a timeline. So this first one here is one that's just done on a piece of register tape. I know a lot of people don't have access to a piece of register tape, but you're actually getting all the information from the sheet that you just worked all the math for on to your timeline. Now the second one is made out of sheets of computer paper that are actually taped together. And this is probably what you're going to have to do, because I'm sure not everybody has access to register tape. So tape them together, and at one end you're going to write the earth formed, and then from that line right there, earth formed, that's where your measurements start. And you measure out your Hadean, and then you measure out the Archean, okay, and then you write in the information from that paper onto your timeline. And then this is where the Proterozoic started, and way down here is where the Proterozoic ended. And that's where you got aquatic plants. And so then you just keep filling it in with all the information. It gets really crowded down here at the end, all right? And so just a couple of things about creating those timelines as you work through them. One thing I want you to understand is that you just need to cut a piece of printer paper in half lengthwise, and it takes 2 pieces of printer paper, okay? Just tape on piece to piece, end to end. Now make sure that you put your tape on the back side and then write on the side that does not have tape, because the tape is slick. You can't write on it. As far as the measurements, literally, Make sure you're using centimeters, and you literally just measure out and draw your lines where you need to draw your lines. So I've already done the Hadean, the Archean, and the Proterozoic on this timeline. The next one, according to your paper here, is the Paleozoic. And the Paleozoic would have lasted, well, you'd have to add it all up because it's all a different thing. So I'm going to do Cambrian period. All right, the Cambrian period only lasted 0.9 centimeters. All right, so I'd literally have to figure out how to measure 0.9. And remember the little lines in between, the millimeters, those are things. So there, that little tiny thing right there is the Cambrian. And you would just keep going with your measurements like that. All right. Hopefully, just seeing some examples will help you out. Again, remember just to use computer paper, cut them in half lengthwise, tape them together, and you'll have your sheets. You need 2 sheets of computer paper, and that will give you the 90 centimeters that you need. Good luck. Email me if you have any questions.